Happy Tuesday, everybody. D-Truth here, aka Dustin Ward, coming to you live and direct on Facebook Live from my basement. Alright, so check this out. Last Friday we were doing like the Family Friday Live and everything, and I was really trying to get this chat started up, and my computer, keyboard, my Bluetooth keyboard wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out why. I just replaced the batteries. I replaced the batteries again, during the live, and I still couldn't get it connected. And I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it says 1, 2, 3, which means that you can hook this thing up to 3 separate devices, and I had it moved over to 2 instead of 1, so it was something as simple as that, guys. And I don't know, that's pretty funny to me. It's just it's always the little things with technology in me. I don't know, when I was trying to record, get back into recording a few weeks ago, I had to go through my system preferences and approve the microphone for the software to use it. I don't know, I had to go to my permission settings or some shit, security settings. It was really weird. But where I'm getting with that is I'm trying to get this live chat up and going. So if you're viewing right now, feel free to drop a comment. Or if you're just going to tune in later, drop a comment while I'm talking. And I don't know, it's a lot more fun when we get people tuning in and talking about shit that's going on with the stories that I'm telling. It kind of gives me more info to feed off of and stuff. So let me go here to my Facebook profile and find the live video. There it is. I ain't got no comments now. Here, I'm going to see if I can drop this comment though. Drop a comment. Yeah. There we go. It worked. My live chat is up and running, guys. All right, so what are we talking about today? Today we're going to talk about comfort zones. Now, what is a comfort zone? It's a place or situation where you feel safe or without stress. I can relate to this quite a bit. In the title, I put my top 3 times I stepped outside my comfort zone. So I guess we'll just start there. The first thing that I could think about, stepping outside my comfort zone, was when I left high school. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of times, except for the people that move around a lot of times, you grow up with the same people from the time you're in elementary school all the way till you finish high school. And then you get thrown out into this world and you don't know what the fuck to do. I actually left high school a year early. I graduated my junior year of high school. I was just ready to get the fuck out, but it was still really weird. I came up to Muncie, lived with my grandparents, so I was still a little familiar with it, but not on I didn't really know Muncie at all. What's up, Jimmy? Thank you for watching, brother. I didn't know Muncie that well at all, and especially starting school up here, I had no fucking friends. I remember actually my very first day of college, I met one of my best friends that I made in school. His name was Dave. I walked into my very first class and it was just I'm gonna sit by the coolest, most interesting motherfucker that I see that I think I can relate to. And I saw Dave and we hit it off. Our daughters are best friends now. It's pretty beautiful. Hey Summer, thank you for tuning in. I love your son. Is it your son's music? I don't know. That shit Cold Heart or something. I forget what it's called. That shit's fire though. I like the new wave stuff. But yeah, so leaving high school is a really, a lot of people can relate to that. It's just, you step outside your comfort zone for the first time, you're in a weird surrounding, especially if you move out of your hometown. And, you kind of just got to make the best of things. And yes, I would say that it was very beneficial for me to leave my hometown. I'm still really tight with all the people from my hometown. Cut in, boom, I'll show you another new music video. Only people around who can relate. I'll tag you in it. I posted it. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, tag me in that, Summer. I'm always down to check out new music, for sure. I support just about anybody doing their thing. But yeah, moving out of my hometown and coming up here to Muncie was definitely beneficial to me. I've learned quite a bit. What up, Matt? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Another time that I left my comfort zone, and I don't think people understand how hard this was for me. It was when I quit working at Be Here Now. I mean, I had worked at Be Here Now from the time I was 20 to 27. I got an internship when I was 20, and then I got hired on when I was 21. It was who I was. It was a huge part of my identity. And working there, I learned so much, and I built a lot of good relationships in the community and with the people around me. And, you know, it was really hard because I still love the place. Like, the music scene is great for me. There was just like differing opinions on like the way like certain things should like operate and stuff. And I was just in a really bad mental state. I think a lot of it was from working late nights. And yeah, I was just really down. And Paige started doing this network marketing. We saw potential in that. But I was the one that actually quit working at Be Here Now first. Paige continued to work there about a month after I quit. And you know, I didn't have anything lined up, guys. I had absolutely nothing lined up. I mean, we were making pretty good money with this CBD stuff, and I was just like, you know, I think we'll be able to survive off that, and I'll figure out a way to get involved with that, and like, let's learn how to make money online. That sounds fucking awesome. But I really had no clue how to do it whatsoever, and that was until like I got added to this CBD for Me group. I got plugged into all the training, and I learned it's just all about self-development, guys. Just bringing yourself up. And that's something that I lacked, was guidance on like how to become a better person. And I got a lot of love for Tim Garza out there, like Tim Garza, Robert Hollis, like Jenna Zagel, like all these top up people in like this company I'm working for are, you know, they're killing it and they're motivating a lot of people. And then I'm also being motivated by people they're motivating. Like shout out Gino, and like there's a few other ones, Whitney, and like, I mean, there's so much going on in here, guys. But yeah, like quitting Be Here Now is really, really hard for me. About the CBD, please send me some info. Yeah, Summer, I'll definitely, I'll message you some info after this, for sure. I got you. But it's kind of weird, like, trying to talk about this shit, write it out. But yeah, I'll definitely message you some of that. Yeah, quitting Be Here Now is very difficult for me, though, guys. And I still got mad love for the place, and I want to see it succeed. I think I needed to step away and like learn some new things, though. I definitely have some information for the people that are still involved there that I want to share. I want to help like build up their online social media presence a lot more. The place just has like so much potential, and it's the only cool thing going on within like a fucking 30-mile radius. I mean, there's some other cool shit going on too, but as far as like a consistently like bringing culture into Muncie, I mean, that's it. That's it. Another thing that I stepped outside my comfort zone with was I worked out for the first time and like at a gym for the first time in fucking years yesterday, guys. What up, Jacob? How you doing, homie? Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I worked out for the first time in for fucking ever, guys. And I hate the gym. I was the kid in fucking high school gym class that was like trying to hide so I could do the least amount of shit as possible. Cause I was just like so fucking embarrassed. I felt like a weak little bitch compared to everybody else. And I know it's kind of funny because like I'm relatively tall and like I don't look like I'm as weak as what I am. Like I think it's kind of funny that I'm starting this like transformation process after I quit being a fucking security guard. But like I never really had to get physical with anybody, man. I always just used my words, and it seemed to work out just fine. If I had to call in the muscle, I always had like a homie that I could get on board with me. But yeah, man, it's just like I was the motherfucker hiding in gym class, like trying to avoid it. Like if there was any way that I could get out of doing the bench press max at like the end of the semester, you best believe I would. And yeah, I am fucking sore today, man. My legs especially. But yeah, I mean, I worked out for the first time yesterday, guys. And I did that because, you know, I've been thinking a lot about that Jim Carrey movie called Yes Man. And I don't remember it like scene by scene or anything. I'm like horrible about that with movies. But I remember like the basic premise was that like this motherfucker was just like scared to say yes to anything. He was constantly turning down situations. And like the whole like yes man thing is just like, you know, if opportunity's presented to you and you know it's within your moral grounds, then go ahead and like just accept it and say yes. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that movie lately though, and I don't know. Another thing that I did yesterday of like stepping outside my comfort zone, I did my very first interview. I completed my very first interview, and let me tell you guys something, like, I think I found my calling when it comes to like what I want to fucking do in life. Interviewing Mitch Campbell was like the most fucking fun I've had in a long time. Aside from playing music with my homies. Like, playing music with my homies is always awesome. But having a conversation with Mitch and just, I mean, bringing each other up, promoting his business, it all felt so natural. I went there with like a few stock questions, and I used a couple of them, but for the most part, I was really able to like feed off the conversation that we were having. And let me tell you guys something, it was so much more easier than doing these videos. Like, when I have somebody else on here and like we could roll back and forth and stuff and like really start talking about ideas and the focus is like taken off of like just me, I feel so much more comfortable, guys. So much more comfortable. And it was really funny yesterday too, because Mitch had a homie over there, I forget his name, but you know, we were talking and shit, and he's like, do you do this for a living? When I showed up, and I was just like, I mean, we make money online for a living. I'm trying to make this my living, but like right now we're funded by CBD business. And he was like, oh, okay. And he, you know, he watched me do my setup and like we bullshitted and stuff. And then at the end of the interview, his buddy told me that I seemed more comfortable on camera than off camera. And that was like mind-boggling to me, man. I didn't understand that because I was so fucking nervous to get on here and do this in the beginning. I mean, it was driving me crazy. You know, I've said it before, I have a degree in public speaking, but like something about sitting here in front of a phone/camera and just like having the center of attention be solely on my words and thoughts, that's fucking nerve-wracking, man. And it took me a lot to overcome like stepping out of that comfort zone of being like a fucking internet, like Facebook scroller. I forget what they call those people, the ones that just like hide in the shadows and watch what everybody else is doing. But yeah, I finally was able to step out of that, and a lot of that was watching my girl Paige. I mean, she was getting online. She kept telling me how much fun she was having, and I saw her development in it. I was watching all her videos, and they were consistently getting better, and I thought that was amazing. So yeah, guys, like, those are some of the top things that I've like stepped outside my comfort zone. Has anybody else got any examples of when they stepped outside their comfort zone? Like, I don't really want to quit talking yet. I can see you're starting to get it. I know where you're at, man. It feels good, doesn't it? Fuck yeah. Yeah, it really does feel good, man. Like, and that comment came from Justin. Thank you, Justin, for watching. Yeah, it does feel good, man. Like, I felt like on such a high yesterday after that interview. I felt that it went like really fucking well. We got a little off topic at some points, but I mean, it was just so natural and raw, man. It felt good and it felt easy. I had the same exact feeling driving over to Mitch's Oddity and Tattoo Shop, which again, that's at, here, I'm gonna plug it again because he's a badass, 3907 East Jackson. But here in Muncie, Indiana. But yeah, when I was driving over to Mitch's tattoo shop, I had the same like gut butterfly feeling that I had like every time before I hopped on stage. And guys, like, I fucking love that feeling. That feeling that you get when you're like really nervous and like you feel like you're kind of about ready to puke, but you know it's like gonna be a good puke if you do it. Yeah, I'm kind of addicted to that feeling, and this going and doing that interview gave me that exact feeling. I'm still at a kind of, I've actually already got my next interview lined up for January. I'm not sure on the exact date, and I'm not going to tell you who it is yet because I don't want to like promote anything too far in advance. But I do have an interview lined up for January. I'm not really going to do any more interviews in 2018. 2019 is definitely going to be the year of interviews for D-Truth, though. And for D-Truth, here I am talking in third person like some kind of fucking dick. But, what was I going to say? 2019 is going to be like the year of the interview with me. And I'm at a loss as if I should have people just come over to my house and my studio, or if I'm going to be traveling a lot. If I'm going to be traveling a lot to like people's locations. I don't want to accept money for an interview, but it's definitely going to have to pay for itself. I can't be losing money doing these things. You know what I mean? So like if I'm going to be traveling to like a business or something, I'm going to definitely like try to get some gas money, you know, and some merchandise along with it. But I think like accepting money for an interview just sends the wrong, and I've actually had somebody already offer me money for an interview. And it just feels wrong to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. If the only way I'd accept money is if it was like from some corporation or big franchise restaurant or some shit, and they were, you know, they offered me a ridiculous amount of money. Like I would do some shit like that in the future. But I mean, I'm not trying to accept money, but I can't lose money doing this either. So, I mean, I guess a good way of that, I know a lot. I know the holidays are coming up and everything. And guys, we got so much room on this CBD team. I do have to say that we can't guarantee you any money or that the product will do anything, but I'm pretty sure Thursday is our payday, and we're looking at a fat fucking check. So I'm gonna post that, and documentation beats conversation any fucking day. If I can show it to you, we don't even have to fucking talk about it, you know what I mean? I'm not here to convince you, you have to convince yourself, but you can hit me up and I'll plug you into the training. I keep telling everybody, like, this is fucking life training. Like, whether or not you wanna get in the business with me, like, this training that I can gift you is fucking life training, man, and it's social media training to a fucking max. Like, I mean, if you're a musician, if you're a fucking tattoo artist, if you're a writer, if you own another business, like, this will help you. But I think once you go on our page and you see the community that we have, and I get you set up as like a pre-enrollee, I'm pretty sure you guys would be like, I'm pretty sure you could convince yourself that this is a good idea. But yeah, man, I don't know. A lot of people have hit me up about like, you know, I've been thinking about wanting to do something like what you're doing. Fucking do it, man. I want to watch more shit like this myself. I would fucking love to. I get more excited about like my homies getting on Facebook Live than I ever have like wanting to see a new movie coming out or like a fucking new TV show. Like, I want to see you guys, man. I want to see y'all. But do we got any other fucking comments that are posted up? Let's think. Okay, so I'm going to read these comments out loud because this shit's fun, man, like getting the comments. My son left Anderson with a bus ticket and no money chasing his dream. He is really out in LA. Actually, today in San Diego at Danny Way's studio recording. I think the difference between successful and unsuccessful is you guys weren't scared to try and keep trying. Yeah, amen. And Summer, you should plug your fucking son's music underneath here. It's some like new wave shit. Like, it's really fucking like out there. But if you're like a fan of like No Jumper or like Lil Pump or like fucking any of those like SoundCloud rappers, like I think you'll probably dig his shit. I can't fucking remember what it's called. It's called like Ice Cold or Cold Hard or something like that. What up, Jimmy? How you doing? Shout out Nah Shawty. Know what I'm saying? Fucking welding stairwells and shit. Fucking killing it on the guitar. But yeah, man, we're just talking about stepping outside comfort zones right now, which I know is something that you've done before. But yeah, I don't know, we got any anxious anticipation? Yeah, that's exactly like that feeling that you get in your stomach. Anxious anticipation, for sure. Heartbreak. All right, so his name's Heartbreak. Cool. Yeah, yeah, guys, I think that's going to be a cat for the episode today. So if you're just now tuning in, what up, Mia? How you doing? I remember watching, man, Mia's like one of the first people that I saw do these Facebook Lives, and she's come a long way. I don't exactly know how she is like sponsored and everything through this, but I know that she gets to drive like a new car every week and gets paid to travel and like eat food and stuff. And that's awesome. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here too. I'm just learning the ropes though, guys. I'm just learning the ropes. So if anybody has any like constructive criticism or just like, or if they need support on any projects that they're doing, feel free to hit me up, guys. I'm all about connecting. That's another thing that, another example of the way I've stepped out my comfort zone is like messaging people on Facebook. I used to be really nervous to do that and to connect with people from my past, but since I started like putting myself out there, I've been having a lot more people hit me up, and I've become a lot more comfortable with just like, you know, talking to whoever's hit me up. So I'm a big fan of voice message on the messenger app, so I probably won't be like texting a bunch. It just takes too much time. Big fan of the voice app. If you don't use like the voice to talk thing on Messenger, I highly suggest it. It's a lifesaver, I promise you. But yeah, guys, that's gonna cap today's Cup of Truth. I've kind of got a lot more comfortable with doing these, and I'm able to more or less think of a topic like as soon as I wake up, and that's why I haven't been promoting what the topic's gonna be the day before. But just know that even though I'm not like posting that I'm gonna be live at 9 a.m. every day, I will be live at 9 a.m. every day. Hey there, keep it up. Glad you were jumping out there. Yes, thank you, Mia. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You were always big motivation watching you. Like I said, Paige and I were like, you were like one of the first people that we saw do this. So yeah, guys, I don't know. Stay up, family. You're the only thing holding you back, and we're all we got. So let's stay up and build each other up, all right? Everybody stay positive today. Have a good one.